Hello friends, today we are going to look at the CorelDraw workspace, yes, and the different types of workspaces, and also look at certain tools and moreover the toolbar. So let's start. Now as you start CorelDraw, this is the introduction space and workspace is always defined by default. Yes, now there are other options also of workspace now and we are going to look at them. So what is light? Light is basically for people who have just are just new to CorelDraw and they don't want to get overwhelmed with a lot of tools coming in front of them. So basically over in this section, as you can see, when you click on light, you'll have only 12 tools which are very basic, where over here in the default you will have 16 tools. See, the number of tools have increased. Yes, touch is moreover for people who have installed um, CorelDraw on iPad or a touchpad, where they want to basically work with a brush or with any kind of drawing device. Yes, and illustration, page layout, and Adobe Illustrator. This is for people who are basically using the Adobe software, where Illustrator and InDesign is what they are more comfortable with. So once you come here, you can see it kind of mimics the outlook of Adobe Illustrator and helps you be more comfortable with CorelDraw. We are going to work with CorelDraw, so let's get into CorelDraw default. Let's get started. So once you click here, you have something that you say an open document, a new template. So we are going to create a new document over here. And once you create a new document, yes, this is the page that kind of opens up. So this is basically where we are going to be working with, and as you can see, CorelDraw allows you to basically get into all kind of legal envelope size, German legal photo card, A0, A5, A4, and all possible B5, B6, depending on which country you're from, what is the basic page size over there. It works around that, and also it gives you workspace and availability of working with RGB default, the web banner sizes, website sizes, leaderboard sizes, what you want to do in a blog. And not only that, it basically even gets into mobile layouts, and then later moving on to social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, Dribble. All basically sizes are here. Now as we are going in the custom and the default, the page sizes also can be done from this side. Let's say that you only want to work with web, you shall only get web layouts. Yeah, we had seen all, and that's where you want only social media, you will get only social media. So it depends on what kind of a designer you are. If you're a print designer, you could basically select only print and this is what will open. Yes, so we are basically now going to move ahead with the size. Now this is how it is always named. It is always, the name is untitled one unless and until it is taken. I mean, what do you mean by taken? That you have saved something else as untitled one. The number of pages is always one. We can increase the number of pages. Let's say I want to make a booklet of 4 pages. I can keep it 4, and by default it will start with 4 pages at the bottom. That is what we I will show you later on in your workspace. Now this is what again comes into it, page view. Now, this is standard. So let's say that if I click on next, if it will open all the pages by this default size, which is an A4 size. Yeah, but when I come here, I can change the page size of each and every page the way I want it to be. Then here is RGB and CMYK, which is the primary color mode. CMYK will give you these kind of colors, yeah, which are cyan, magenta, yellow, and K is for black. RGB is red, green, and blue. Now if you even click here, the palette might look similar, but the tonal colors will be all in RGB. Yeah, and then this is the default resolution. Let's say because we are in print, 300 dpi is the best print resolution. So let's start with this, and this is how my pages will look. As I selected 4 pages, so in one layout itself I'll be able to move from one page to the second page to the third to the fourth. Yeah, so together I can see all my pages. Now as I keep reducing the number of pages, I shall come here, right? So this is my default page. Move to my page, so to page. So that's how my page is going to be looking like. And this is my toolbar, as you can see. Now when we come here and you click on this plus button here, there is something called reset toolbar. You come here and you shall see only 16. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 toolbars. If you all noticed, I had one more extra. Now that extra, if you see over here, all of them are ticked other than the outline tool. Yes, I use outline tools quite a lot. That's why I had kept it in my toolbar. Yes, so you can come here and you can even click on customize, and now you can even customize the appearance of your toolbar, where you can zoom in, zoom out to how big or small you want this toolbar to look, and also the corresponding toolbars. Yes, what all do you want? You want a custom menu, you want, so you can keep clicking on this, and different tools will open up. Yes, then different commands also can be added to your toolbars, and also the color palette. So we click on OK. Last time we had seen a rectangle tool. Yeah, now today we are going to see the ellipse tool. Now as you can see, ellipse tool shortcut is F7. Yeah, how do you make the ellipse tool? You click on the ellipse, come to your desired position, do a left click, and just keep the left click pressed while you drag. So you will get your ellipse. Now, let's say I want to create a perfect circle. How do I create a perfect circle? Yes, in this, I come back to the desired position, left click, control, press the control button, and then drag. Then once I'm done with my desired size, I stop dragging, I release the left click, and then release the control. So I will be getting a perfect circle. Now then there are ways. Now this is an ellipse. That doesn't mean it can remain an ellipse. You can unlock this, and just like our rectangle tool that we learned, you can change it 5 by 5. This also can be converted into a circle, while this also can be converted into a 3 tab 5 can be converted into an ellipse. So that's how basically it's open to your customization. It's not necessary that once you create something it has to remain that way. So now we are going to look at the other tools that you can see over here. Okay, now what is this? This is perfect circle, this is for pi, and this is for arc. So let's say that I want to work with a pie chart. Now this is moreover when you want to create any kind of presentation, is when you work with the pie button, where over here using the shape tool you can shape the angle of your pie. Let's say I want to start with this much of the pie first. Let it be red. Yeah. Control C, Control V. So it will copy and paste on the same position. My second color should be, as you can see, it keeps toggling between these two. So my second color is yellow, and so forth and so on to complete your whole pie. Now, what is when I say Control C, Control V, and I come here and I take the pick tool, move this, and come here. So what happens? Why does the color just disappear? The color disappears because now you have purely come into the outline mode and not into the fill mode. There is no connecting point of over here, as you can see in this one. So that is where you have come into the outline mode. Yes. What is change direction? So change direction is that, let's say now I have done this, I do Control C, Control V. The rest of my chart is, let's say, green. Yeah. So I don't need to actually sit and make the whole thing. Just make sure that I have come at the right place, complete it, and that's how we can complete our whole circle. Yes. So this is how we work around it. And as I said that this is purely an outline. You can change the thickness of the outline from your, including the outlines of all of these. So if you want an outline, you say don't want an outline, say none. You want an outline, put the desired point and you will get it. The other way of doing it is when you come down here. So this is what opens up, and with here this is the second tool where I can change the color of the outline, whatever color that I want. Let's say I want to keep it purple. I say OK. I come here, increase the point size and any kind of other specifications. It will not show the way it is showing in the rectangle tool in this because it is a circle. Yes, and now as you can see, purple has been given, and that's the end of our class to ellipse tool and the basic workspace. Thank you.